Why are you moving slow? It's your birthday? Legit? Yeah. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Dude, happy birthday, bro. Where else am I going to go? Andy today. We'll be nice to you.
Don't be nice to me. It's, you know, I'm treating like a 39-year-old.
Oh, it's your last year of 30? Yeah. My husband turns 40 this month. Well, May. So I'm going to take it. Especially so we're driving to Disneyland. You guys are going to Cinderella's house.
I said your mom
I do it all the time when we start talking about age. One more sleep. Yeah, one more sleep. We're now. About 12 hours each. Yes. Yeah. I've done it a whole bunch of times. We haven't done with Carolyn. The furthest we got with Carolyn was Tampa. That's the other way, which was about one of the. I drove there. That was an hour drive from where I was going. Yeah. Oh, we went there on Sunday one time. No one was in the car. Yeah. I went there for my sweet 16. Well, I feel like that's got different meanings. When you're a Disney kid, like 10 years ago, it's different. Or Disney adult. Well, I grew up with like a lot of attraction parks, like Six Flags Great America, Six Flags. Yeah, like I grew up with roller coasters. I like roller coasters more than I like Disney. So I love Six Flags. Well, I grew up with, I can't say I grew up with, but there's a ton of pictures of, we were like an hour away from Disney World. And so there's pictures of like Minnie Mouse full of. I've never been to Disneyland. I've been to Disneyland a million times. I've been at Universal Studios Hollywood. Never been to Universal Studios Orlando. Oh yeah? Whose castle's that? No, actually, each one has its own. How do you not know? Wait, then whose castle?
I got Limo and Tokyo.
And Aurora's the way around. Yeah. I think Cinderella is California. I always thought they were also. Gotta educate you guys. I knew they were playing Splash Mountain. Alright. We did baseball shows with the darts. Last spot. So we'll kind of start a little bit like getting those once we get there. So, let's everybody did. Here's the thing, like if we were doing, you know, this is how you right-handed. Okay. Now I want to be on side control and be on belly on this. That what I find is like all right things. If I'm rolling somebody and they pass to my left, if I'm on my back to my left, I'm immediately well, it just never happens. Okay? So that tells you if people want dominant side control, it's going to be on how you
inch bigger. You know, if I was south, okay? So, but if he presents this leg forward, I need that. Okay? So, look, as we come in here, as he goes to grab, I'm going to come inside and pull. Look, okay? Now, you can do the single. I'm going to show two. Okay? One is we worked recently. Look at that. We step here. Okay? So again, we're coming in here. He grabs. I'm dragging there, and I get inside. I'm going to bow as I circle in. Okay, so once you do this, you've got to pass here. Okay? You could also pass like this. Either the X pass or the leg drag pass. Okay? Once you get here, if he pushes his knee off, when your knee hits the floor, thread this in here. Okay? Go head over head, sprawl, and finish. Okay? So we're coming in here. Drag, pick this up, pull it out, stay put to your hip so he doesn't turn away. If he turns away, you can pull it out. Okay? Okay, so here, step in, there, clear. Alright, pushes the knee off, go on the mat, get after that. Go head over head. Here. Leave it inside from the pipe, leg drag. Pushes the knee off. Here. Makes sense?
What were you doing with your hand before?
Okay. Arm triangle. It's an inverted arm triangle. What a dart. Alright, let's do one, two.
See? Okay, sure.
It's not back to the inside.
Get inside. Alright, now bow on his leg, step with your right hip.
You get hurt and she'll get made.
Take that.
No, it's good. My hands were stuck.
Your left leg, left palm.
That's all I do.
You're trying to ride it, like, you know.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's the other one. Keep it in between you.
Maybe, well, I think maybe in a real world you probably end up going for the single because if I always said, "Do that to me, I probably turn back into you." So like, we're rolling.
That's true. You like hand over head.
That's what I typically
I don't know why I wanted to get this
get.
on.
Yeah.
And I realized now it's
Yeah.
So we're here. We're on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that, you have to adjust the other end.
Yeah, see, get on that one.
Yeah, I like this one. Okay. Well, you know, typically.
You're just gonna
Here. I'm trying to go for the back.
Yes.
Head over head.
That's legit.
It seems like wrestling.
This way, but when I had it, I was like, don't hit overhead. That's good. That's a good. That's why I got real bad.
They're gonna scoop the leg in. Let me try that like this.
They'll switch from one to the other.
He's going like right in the back. My arm was like trapped there. And I just pulled it out.
This is kind of the intermediate. So you had to step in. So this is the one I was doing.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Turn back. Turn away.
That's right. Try to do it when you take it back, and I'm gonna turn and face you. I want to do that. That's cool.
I was telling Justin how hard it's kind of hard to not want to take the back. There's kind of chase the
Well,
back.
when people really resist that,
Turn back into it and get
that too. But like some people have such things.
Yeah.
MacArthur always showed but he always showed arm drag.
Everyone's gonna be like so planted.
Yeah.
All their weights on that foot.
Okay.
It's got some context. Like I wasn't like when I was dragging you, I was more versus like if I pull it across. I'm just trying to get.
We're not coming across. We're just
Yeah, see that?
okay.
And that's square. You can get the signal from square.
Try to be good at this.
With that context, you have that foot forward.
Do you ever? I know ideally, we're dropping. Do you ever just kind of bend and scoop if it's light enough, or you don't really drop on a single?
No, MacArthur never. I mean, he was teaching.
Okay. So
I used to think in street fight,
Hey, Howard.
yeah, the knees and don't do that.
true.
So I was like, if I could just scoop it without even. Well, that's the best.
I just asked.
See, I will say,
Yeah, that's what.
right?
Yeah.
But and he would also frequently show like you go to like a high cross to it. Remember that wrestling seminar we taught? Did you come deeper into it?
All the wrestling.
I found the notes in my shed to this wrestling seminar we taught.
Wow.
It had like all his favorite, like Yoda quotes. But
That's awesome.
But he had such great answers. What he would say, he would show drop her, and he's like,
See, I'm not even locked yet.
Yeah.
well, he's like, lightweight, it's a thing. He's like, if I get up under you and you're a heavyweight, double leg, double, you're dealing with the whole man. Single leg, like MacArthur didn't like double. He knew him, he showed him, caught him, but he was like, for my life, that makes sense. But he
really is.
well, he liked that double leg square,
Yeah.
And so there was some part.
If you don't get it, your head is
Xavier just comes in.
I always do it for double.
Okay, guys, tonight, how are we doing on
Jokes. You just throw your arm out of the way and grab the
Hey guys, let's put some more of this in context. And then I just abandon the arm. And just press that head inside against his hip, getting him hopping on his planted leg. Okay. But look, you know, there's lots of ways. Let's say Justin has that same stance orientation, and I come out here, and he goes to grab with that hand. Right? I'll be pulling this down. He pulls back up, I go. I'm pulling this down. He pulls up, I go. Okay? I've got a collar and elbow. I drag this, I go. I've got a collar and elbow. I drag this, I go. Whatever time again is more. But just steering with this collar tie. Okay? But that's just like, you know, you gotta have an issue with grips. I'm not going to shoot in on you or go for leg grabs typically without some sort of pretense. What makes it work? Okay. Let's go standing guard pass. Let's start when he has his legs kind of on our hips. Okay. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to grip. I'm going to disconnect and step through. Okay? Kind of all at once. Right? So I'm kind of in a split stance right here. I'm going to release this as I step over. Here. Okay? So look, I want 4 fingers in here. And I want thumb in here. Up a little bit. I can slide over this arm and then close my head here. On the far side of the hip. So this is a step through pass here. Pull his shoulders up, slide over his arm. I go to post and lean forward. So my shoulders across his hip line. Right? Head's against, right? And my arms are straight. The most I do with the gripping is I kind of pull up at the beginning. Is what cinches things. You do want your elbows to come together. Okay? But that clocking makes that happen. Okay? So disconnect, step through here. Come in, pull up at the beginning. Okay? Go over his arm. Here, see how my elbows are way together? Didn't super hard this way.
It has to be off the
I feel like you kind of watch the grip. Yeah.
Because you're already hitting a belly, he's just going to get that over his legs. So he just kind of.
Why are you even twirling? Why are you
Okay, I was trying to hang on. I know let's get pull I will make it to the slot. Okay.
I've never seen it like
feels right.
Here. On the ground?
Yes.
8 quarter feet.
Maybe he's doing that.
He was sliding across the
Totally.
slider.
Yeah.
It's like an invisible like
Reverse, yeah. I'm down. Not even down. I'd have to move like
Now
turn the corner, your head toes, and then just lean everything that way. And kind of flex your hands just a little.
I'm literally just like staying close to this leg. If I'm out wide, you're gonna get so.
yeah.
I'm actually hiding it behind my leg.
That through. Step over, and two grips, and you just if I can, you don't screw this up like
Try to
Do the pass thing.
yeah, I'm gonna
I'm glad you asked that also because it was good to troubleshoot that.
We worked a different entry, but we worked that same shit.
yeah.
Way
I was going.
So we want to know that it wasn't just me tripping.
See, I feel like there's a
Okay, yeah, I was.
if you're too getting there you go.
So you got it. You got it.
A lot of times you grip too hard with one hand before you get the second hand.
Me too. What school you thought about?
It just gives me a little bit more connection.
And no one ever wants to go that close.
It limits your movement. Anytime you're just getting
We were brainstorming how we couldn't remember how you cleared that leg. So we were over here like troubleshoot. We just landed on like that to get it away from him like possibly entangling.
so.
Oh, you're already past it.
I drop it as I step
Go
over.
over here. Slow.
It's like once I'm here, I just step through back.
So
Step over.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't even pause. Here's
You good with here? Let's say he's trying to separate on you and stuff. I like this, like pull this thing.
And I bet
That's where I was aiming. It just felt
We were working on going outside. And I was able to.
sometimes he was catching this. But your problem was solved because it was like already right there. You stepped around.
Yeah.
You were kind of doing it all in you. Like, see,
We didn't
that's
see that.
just drop it, right? Like this and that.
oh, okay. We're making it
Because you guys are gonna be wanting to do all that stuff. The illusion that you can do that.
Go ahead.
I don't like that.
I like that.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Andy did the twirl parties choking us out.
That's
This is Andy's thing.
Wait, I like this stuff. Not really. I like this stuff. Y'all
I had to hit him with that Monday night.
I'm probably gonna show the roll.
Okay, guys, time.
I guess if you don't shoot, if you shoot, if you just
Okay. But just a lot of standing pads will go to just like a lot of takedowns and throws. Like you're on the mat, I'm standing, I drop it. Same thing. You pass the ball on their back, you drop it. If they're trying to turn away, you can also drop it. That usually too. Okay, so look, this one's gonna stay with you. And then, see, they may have this, they will go back, grab Gotta clear grip. Here's one. And lean back to kill that. Okay? Now from here, I'm gonna kick out, and look how we're here. We can do our technique for him. Okay? Then same sort of idea here, right? We've got those clocking finishes where we go over the arm or not. Right? There's another one we talked about. We're over this shoulder here. Up with the tap sometimes. What people will do is they'll try and come up. They'll try and find one. Yes. Okay. De La Hiva, ankle control, grip the collar. Boom. Grip the sleeve. Boom. Collar. V grip. As I posture. Grip the sleeve. Hand knuckles. Here. Okay. Then I kill this. He's still got my ankle. Right? So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick the ball this way. Here. Hit the knee. Right? Down. Okay. From here. You're great a whole lot until I get ready to go. And then I'm going to finish up a little bit. Take some slack out this. I'm rolling over here. He comes up. Over there, please. People at this juncture, before getting rolled over, they will start taking your back sometimes. Yes. We talked last class. Micah, Kelly, he's good at this stuff. And he is submitting somebody in a tournament. People constantly could be dead. Okay? So, a lot of times people hit this from the bottom. I'm just going to show that transition. Okay, get in my D-shield. Because if it doesn't work, you let them pass your guard. Right? So I'm basically going to let him pass my guard. Right? So when I do that, this is going to be very common. This is the grip people use to bear and bowl. Here. Lean back. Here. Kick out the ball. Hit the knee. Orion. Okay? Get your grip here. Take some slack out. Roll over this shoulder. And then look, as he comes up, I roll him across. He takes the back. I'm also cool with that. Ball, hit the knee. Take the slack out, roll. And you can tap with the roll.
Pulled all that air out. Sorry. It's working. Good job.
If I don't have that.
I was like, no. Don't put it next.
I kept it loose on purpose because I wanted to.
Yeah, I was afraid. So you're gonna finish the row because sometimes in between the rolls.
Oh yeah, so it's tight. It has its hand.
You get the grip while you're playing D-shield. Allow me to pass. It's a bait.
I love it. Okay.
That's really nice.
That was a good one. That was like sneaking fast.
Ball that way.
They think
Oh yeah.
probably not the best strategy, but kind of like that's kind of the
I'm gonna roll over out there and make sure I have those grips. Because if not, they're gonna come on top.
Be choking them during the roll.
Yeah.
That's why I use that. That was I think you from Hollywood.
Oh yeah. That's word. Yep. Gracie Bottle, was it?
Yeah.
Brian, when you do this, do you dismount your knee on belly first?
I just start rolling over that truck.
Okay, it's right here.
Yeah, and then landing time. Be choking it, yeah. Think about next time choking it during the roll. Okay.
Roll me and decide who's on top of you. Keep your set her up. Roll that way.
Right before I tap.
I tried to be just a little more fluid with that and try to just hit it. Like,
We didn't see it coming.
Not back. Oh, you're done.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I was like,
I just let go before you. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's sport. Amazing. Let go. So let's keep going.
I work for the circus girl. Yeah, his face going. And you know, Chuck really tough off. What color is he gonna turn?
Purple
Yeah, a little purple. It's so good.
Just for the sake of the drill. Just try to be a good partner.
Alright, give me
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Think about landing.
that's okay.
Just get to the choke point. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be. Where my wrist
So
is
don't just flop to the ground.
Oh, that sucks.
right.
Okay.
Choke during
It was.
with the roll.
Okay.
So. George looks stylish.
They tap. Justin tapped before you ever got your feet on the floor.
That's always the goal.
Yeah, so like, and I remember when I learned this, like that was kind of one of the points. Choking during.
I'm always afraid they're gonna just they'll suck it up and then they'll just fight it out.
I saw a few pictures and videos of
Yeah, I didn't have it. Thanks,
Yes.
That felt smooth.
Here, we're gonna go totally twerk.
You know I ran into
Really?
some at Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, me and him were at the same day. United
We gotta get those reps,
Magic
bro.
Kingdom. We didn't run into each other. Except for the Magic Kingdom. So was I. So then the next week, that next Monday, I saw him at Cracker Barrel. We would have run into each other.
I'm gonna take some of her ass and be like,
I didn't like that. I wanted my leg there.
When I started, he was a blue belt, and he would hit me with this baseball bat.
Right, that's the reason I came
Yeah,
out.
I was wondering if
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why he came out.
I saw George like doing the flips. I'm like, why you gotta move my head up? I didn't mean to. I just wanted to.
I just texted him all the way on my way in here because there's this guy named Norris. N-O-R-E-S. I don't know his first name. He's a gamer. He was
corner or you have a pass.
But I texted that to Brandon. I was like,
You try to try to oh, it ain't really there.
but like they over like that dude's career, like from like the 90s to the.
Okay, you did. When you were going in, you put your forearm right on my bicep.
Brandon said we don't see.
You're going for the triangle. Earlier. That.
Oh, okay, guys. So, I think that's just another one of the bonus, or not bonus, one of the baseball variations. And look, you should be trying to tap them during the roll. I think everybody's kind of tapping into that. If they don't tap during the roll, you got those, right? And you know, it just if you like this, there's lots of ways to get into it. We talked about going to catch locking today. The roll. Right. Let's do one more thing. Okay. This isn't like, so when we did the Doris choke, that first submission, that's an inverted arm triangle. And I would say that's like an intermediate sort of submission. You can learn it as a beginner, but like you will really refine it over time. But it's, in my experience, people learn in the Doris than what we would just call arm over choke, right? Or arm triangle or katakatami. Okay, so we are just going to start off at the what I want you doing is getting this arm across, and then we're going to go here. Okay? The main thing I'm trying to do is get my arm under his head. I don't want my shoulder to go too far forward. Okay, I'm just kind of putting this knee down so you can see what I'm doing with my arm. But this is off like your gift wrap. My head needs to go where my hand is. Place here. Okay? Now, I'm just going to lean forward here. Right. Very little squeeze at all. Right. So here, when this arm is getting pushed across, go here, drop down, just lean forward. Kind of think about leaning. You're going to go down. Then think about going around his head. Once you go. That again, it's just an interesting variation, right? The other arm triangles I've seen from knee on belly are more of like a chest compression because it's like the knee and the sternum. The tin plant has one, I forget what it's called, but it's like the execution or something like that. It's like submitting somebody with knee on belly is a thing, right? But don't go down the rabbit hole of that being how you hold the position. That's the nearest, right? Because knee on sternum, like you can hold this and do things. How he moves even a little bit, and it will hurt. It will hurt way more than that other one do. But that's also going to disincentivize you to move, right? So, anyway, triangle, near side. Okay, that darts was formed. And then look, we have kind of, so that's kind of the strategy we've been talking about. Like there's a set of joint locks on the near side, set of joint locks. Chokes in general are my middle attacks, but we can also, like the no-key chokes, near and far side. Baseball chokes, right in the middle of that. Right? So just like look at your layers of offense. Right? So let's work on squeeze. Try not to go, your shoulder can get up over their chin. Okay, don't go down until you know that shoulder's in. I will move back and adjust. I never apply pressure until I'm in the right spot. Then lean forward. Okay. All right, 1, 2.
want to connect my hands up.
Kind of sucks. Let me try.
Yeah, start lower and
Your shoulders there.
Yeah.
just it was a crush. I still have that problem with arms. I go a lot with my crushes.
No, you don't think it's on
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not. It's cool because I used to.
Your shoulders.
It was kind of like you started saying I was neck cranking. I was like, let me try to adjust, you know.
I've always felt more
It was just like right.
Okay, I see my shoulder. I'm like, I'm coming down. It's almost like a body.
Yes.
in my body, that's
Okay, that's cool. Let me see if I can.
That's what I
Yeah, see how rock back
all the space.
close, but I want to finish. I'll kind of like tap your shoulder to go back if it's not.
Yeah, I like the
Down.
which I like, which I get the feel of that.
Yes.
But it's
It's
treating you. That's
about all my
okay.
That's
pretty cool.
Only way I would know is if I'm trying to defend it across the face.
Wait a second.
See, I need both my hands. Well, okay, I have no hands.
Right here.
The hands or no?
The first one was like a knee. Mine would have been the best.
And it probably depends on how they react.
Well, it depends on who it is. I think you have broader shoulders. I need to. I need to probably go a little more. Someone small, maybe you can just use one hand.
And also, like,
If I get that shoe guard good, you can kind of, I can tell you and go into that, like that perfect fit.
Well, I had to because
I like
I've been in
that.
that position where I've had someone on over shoulder.
And they're
I
like,
can't.
Everyone's adjustments too.
push that like way, yeah. Now see that you've got an angle already. Turn side.
Yeah, I think so. That was slow and steady. I was like, I wasn't like, it was a joke, but it wasn't. I was going slow.
like it was a sneaky one.
Yeah, it was just, yeah, it was
Like
like,
it didn't, you're like, dude, I'm.
I could have probably said, that's what you want.
You always
It's like I use it as a bomb one because if a bomb works, why not use that for the same concept for normal? Because it's like one day I had some, arm motion and I was like squeezing through my deal. I was like, that's
just as playing around.
Point, I was doing arm triangle more like side by side.
Yeah.
And then like,
elbows in and I go here.
was finishing the arm triangle, sitting through, and then Motley would like clock out.
Yeah.
But like, all three of us are doing something.
Right.
And there's different, like that's clocking out, arm triangle.
Mike Baker does that too. He almost does it with like a half back now, right? Like,
Yeah. But, so,
To me, it is.
right, we can get that with just here, like you can get it as a right?
Yeah,
It's just that one that I like.
Or if I even go there. Because if our head is
Here.
oh, they're
And
gonna
they
shut
talk
that
about
down.
that, weren't they?
But they
What I got here?
well, it doesn't matter. You control this, and then you can sit back.
That's
You should be fine. And then guess what?
but it's
So, but you can whichever. I like it.
Right, they were doing the whole thing. He's like, don't, and you just go to home. So like if I'm here on, just what you short.
Oh, okay, I didn't even.
And I never thought
I was in here Monday.
Yeah, no, so that's what he was like this, like
I don't like to sit. That's why you're better off itching and tight. Same concept.
I only saw that. Maybe it was.
Yeah. Same concept.
He did.
You don't want to be like.
yeah.
you like that? If I feel
And I know
going
he
for that,
said
do you like that or no?
I mean, no, I don't like it.
I mean, for me though, is it dangerous for me? I'm just curious. I'm just trying to play around with that. I'm just seeing if that's am I setting myself up for something
I
there?
mean, maybe. I don't. I mean, maybe I
I'm
don't.
just wondering if I should hit here as opposed to
And I went through. I've trained
I
with
mean,
him.
if you're going back to go ahead.
He's great. He's great.
Yeah, yeah.
But
and then there's your arm bar.
Yeah.
I know.
we shouldn't feel that.
I like
I
that.
guess
Okay,
one
let me
thing that
try.
we go that.
Okay, guys. Look, that's all we're gonna do today. Do we have any questions before we roll? Okay, good. So I was telling a couple of the groups, you know, like we did arm and arm triangles. Think about a rear naked choke as okay. We did the Darce, that's inverted arm triangle, far side attack. We did the arm over choke, Kanagatomi. Here's same side arm triangle, not inverted. But that last choke we just doing since the beginning, not necessarily in that way from the belly, but from the side control. In mount, I do it with one arm. You know, so it's just like over time, you see there's different variations. You know, you'll figure out which ones you like for you. Like I was telling them when I have been doing it a little different. It's the way I learned how to do it. It makes a ton of sense. It feels terrible, right? So these submissions all have variations, right? Try to pick up on little nuances that speak to. That's all. 1, 2.
We'll do rounds.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's do it on the bell. 1, 2. I'll roll it. Here, you can start in the
Here we go. I don't know what you got going on here. I'm about to do the backward version of this one.
too close going through that triangle. It's funny.
You want to get the timer?
We don't need it.
Who needs a
We'll go when we die.
Odd man out.
What's happening in my arm?
90 more seconds.
You're good.
Yeah, well,
It's no worse. It was fun at all.
that one that doesn't go.
They never watched it again.
No. Group up, man. Go hard.
Yeah, I was one warmer now, but
That's why I put it back in there last time. Yeah. Control the tricep. I mean. Well, I mean, get a little more. What you learned today. I just didn't learn it too.
Wait,
I
there's
just,
something coming for you.
you know.
Stuck.
Yeah.
No. Oh, are you just doing that choker thing with me? That we just went over.
Try to get out.
the side version.
Oh.
Time!
Hit your knees.
I
I like our pace. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a nice.
Thank you. It's been a minute.
These arm triangle
You just said minutes.
in the back
3 weeks.
Yeah, you want
Burns, he goes off on a little tangent there.
Yeah.
And we did them in class a little bit, but
Your call.
those are the ones I do.
Let's see you.
All right, we ready?
start, Steph?
Yeah.
Like the,
Okay, you guys just want it.
and you have my grip. So
I'll go.
class.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday. Wait,
Any of you?
Yeah, tell him.
Today's your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Randy told me that last time. I forgot.
It's all good. You're good. Where you want?
I'll try to touch it.
face down first. I mean, are you going for triangle, armbar? Okay. Either way, break my posture first. You can do that from inside your closed guard. You don't have to keep it open like this. Now, see that? All right, now just on my back, you can keep it there. Start turning yourself that way by putting your right foot in my hip. Or on the mat. Now, right there. Once you got the hold of my head, put your leg right there. Pinch your knees together. If you get it right, it's not hard work.
Yeah.
It's hard work when we're doing everything wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever position you're in the right spot. Relax. You're gonna throw it up. Feel like you're doing the blue belts.
Sorry.
Doing that Fabio shit. We should have known better. Like, that was not what was going on for
I think
me.
you saw it coming, so
I was like,
after you.
and I was like, George is there. I have a whole internal battle about it. Last round, guys.
What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm loving that.
Where's the team here, man? Now you're wrestling, so take it easy on me. Okay, cool. Yeah. Good, I'm glad to see you.
You almost cut out. Did you do the leg grab first?
I tried the leg grab.
You're so that. You're that far. Because it made this happen. It made one of my arms come away. So I want this. And you made that happen. I still feel it in my pec. Is it private? You probably didn't feel it.
I like something like this here.
Put me in the arm. I gotta hit the side. It's like what I felt was that.
Yeah.
Right? But I just kind of squeaked back in. But if you would have kept that constant pressure, tried it like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, just doing the same kind of strip.
Yeah, because you just didn't break. So once you get right open, no. Yeah, just like one time.
I was like, get me off of here.
Scary.
Okay, guys, line it up.
Yes, sir, man.
Y'all outnumber us. Guess it's good.
Reckon my day already had.
They said purple belts.
Yeah, well, dude, when I started, Jory, Lily, I believe my so forth.
Abby got hers.
And Abby and Rolly.
She was a brown belt when I started.
Rolly got his in 05 or 06, something like that. So right after, I mean, it's like right around all around 600. Abby got her by about probably 08 or 09. So, yeah. Wow. But now there's a whole bunch. They might be one to me. This guy. And see, come.
You get a baby pop now.
I used to be all the way down there.
That
A lot of years. I was Mr. White Belt. That's what people were
They took a
Don't
vacation.
do drugs. Yes.
They took a vacation. That's what you get.
I know.
I will say one of the wild and new remarks on it there, I was thinking about the other day when I was saying, or when I go to the gym. Because I used to be in the back laundry, and then you're in the blue gun. And you're like, and it, you know, it's cool. Like when you show up in big events, you'll see the lines dwindle a little bit. The beach right. And, you know, there's just someday realize that you're at the front of the line. Or like I was here with Justin's like,
We're gonna put my hands.
yeah, you did. Like when the first private I did the day after I got my black belt, I accidentally put my private. Right? It's just, anybody that does that, it's just such a, usually a life. Like who does something for like 10 years? Right? But you know, like hobbies, recreational stuff, you really love it.
Something that doesn't have warning label.
This does have warning labels.
Well, that's
People that like I know some artists, and they're not professors, they don't have a studio, but they're in their 60s and they've done exhibits and things. But it's like, they didn't just give up on, you know, it's like there's kind of that quality. But good work. Remember next Friday, the drinks, $20, cheap, hour 15-minute drive. Then Chopper will be here the 16th and 17th. And if anybody wants a key or anything, he's going to bring us some stuff with him. But he's also like going other places on his way here and when he leaves. That's that. You guys got anything to add? Alright, we'll just hear happy birthday. Alright, let's
My goal is and my brother and myself.
So he like naps at 9, wakes up at 11. I'm usually still up, and then he'll sleep. But it's real easy to put him back down. Usually he just wants a bottle and he's right back. And then he's up around 5 or 6. So he's got like a kind of schedule that we're doing too. So Aubrey and I, we like switch off who's going to do like the 3 a.m. thing. But usually at like 5 or 6, I'll get up. So night's pretty good. No, she's.
you can't do
Yeah, she's been just resting ball. That's all we've been doing.
I was imagine if I was side somebody,
Whoa!
Three. Okay. So I will do the arm triangle.
Maybe in this gym, we'll get to this.
There's like a little variations.
They probably wanted to fight anyway. Basically, Brian and I, his kid, my kid, they're gonna fight. So if you want to get your kid out on that, it's gonna be that first one. We're gonna see what they got. They're gonna grab it.
Something you're gonna have.